Supreme Court dismisses suit seeking removal of Tinubu as president. Imposes fine on Ambrose Owuru. In a significant ruling, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has dismissed a suit seeking the removal of President Bola Tinubu from office, imposing a fine of $5 million on Ambrose Owuru, a former presidential candidate of the Hope Democratic Party (HDP). Owuru, who had contested the 2019 presidential election against former President Muhammadu Buhari, faced the fine for repeatedly bringing what the court deemed frivolous and vexatious suits against President Tinubu. Background of the case. The case at hand was yet another in a series of legal actions initiated by Owuru, who has shown a persistent inclination toward challenging the legitimacy of Tinubu's presidency. In his latest suit, Owuru sought the Supreme Court's intervention to remove Tinubu from office on two major grounds. First, he alleged that Tinubu was unqualified to hold the office of President of Nigeria. Second, he claimed that Tinubu's assumption of office was unlawful, citing what he considered his own usurpation of the presidency. The legal proceedings were far from new for Owuru. His earlier attempts to challenge the election results and the legitimacy of the election process had been dismissed multiple times, including by the Court of Appeal, which had previously fined him $40 million for filing frivolous suits against Tinubu, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and others. Despite these setbacks, Owuru's persistent legal actions culminated in this final attempt before the Supreme Court. Legal arguments and claims. Owuru's petition in the Supreme Court sought to invalidate Tinubu's presidency on the grounds of alleged misconduct and legal violations. Specifically, he argued that Tinubu was not qualified to hold office due to a forfeiture of $460 to the United States as part of an alleged drug trafficking-related offense. Owuru also accused Tinubu of being an agent of the Central Intelligence Agency (CIA), which he claimed disqualified him from holding the office of president. Furthermore, Owuru invoked Section 157 of the 1999 Constitution, asking the court to remove Tinubu due to alleged foreign control. This petition, however, was met with overwhelming skepticism and dismissal from the Supreme Court, which found that Owuru's claims lacked substantive legal merit and were built on unfounded accusations. The court questioned the legitimacy of his ongoing attempts, noting that his previous suits had been dismissed for similar reasons. Court's reactions and sanctions. The Supreme Court, under the leadership of Justice Uwani Musa Abba-Aji, did not only dismiss Owuru's latest suit, but also took decisive action to curb what it deemed an abuse of the judicial process. In addition to the $5 million fine imposed on Owuru, the court directed its registry to refuse acceptance of any further frivolous suits originating from him. This move highlights the court's growing frustration with the repetitive nature of Owuru's legal actions, which it has considered a misuse of judicial time and resources. Owuru's conduct during the proceedings further aggravated the situation. Despite claiming to be a lawyer of over 40 years, he was ordered to remove his wig and gown after appearing before the court in full legal attire, despite not being allowed to argue his case. His failure to adequately explain the reasoning behind his repeated lawsuits led to a warning from the court that his conduct could be referred to the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee (LPDC). The court also found his behavior to be unbecoming of someone with his purported legal experience. His inability to provide a compelling justification for his actions led to the conclusion that his claims were more about harassment than legitimate legal grievances. Reactions from legal experts. Legal professionals involved in the case expressed strong opinions on Owuru's conduct. Boda Lanapekin, San, who represented President Tinubu, criticized Owuru for his repeated filing of baseless suits and highlighted the frivolity of his claims. Alanapekin also expressed difficulty in offering any form of apology on Owuru's behalf, given the latter's persistent abuse of the legal process. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Taiwo Asipitan, further emphasized that Owuru's conduct would be referred to the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) for disciplinary action, a step that reflects the severity of the issue within the legal community. Implications of the ruling. The Supreme Court's decision to dismiss Owuru's suit and impose a fine signals a growing intolerance for the abuse of judicial resources, especially in cases where the suits lack merit. This ruling serves as a clear message to litigants who use the court system for personal vendettas or frivolous claims, emphasizing the importance of ensuring that legal actions are grounded in genuine legal principles. Furthermore, the fine imposed on Owuru and the court's refusal to entertain his case again highlight the court's commitment to upholding the integrity of the judicial system. It also underscores the necessity of following proper legal procedures and the potential consequences for lawyers who misuse the court's time. Conclusion: the Supreme Court's dismissal of Ambrose Owuru's suit against President Bola Tinubu and its imposition of a fine is a firm rebuke of the practice of filing frivolous suits. It serves as a cautionary tale for individuals seeking to challenge the outcomes of political processes without substantial legal grounds. With the court taking a strong stance against such abuses, the ruling underscores the importance of maintaining the integrity and efficiency of the judicial system in Nigeria.